Okay, here's a short video showing the Simrad system with just some of the capabilities that the system currently has incorporated, but will not cover everything that the system is capable of doing because we don't have everything hooked up finally on it yet. So first is our chart, shows our navigation. Our echo is the downward sonar. We have a side scan, a sonar, a down scan, sonar, radar, navigation, electronic instruments, the video inputs from different videos, the time plot showing the movement of the vessel, and then the forward scan sonar. So we're only going to cover a few of these things here to start with. So when we're normally operating and doing hydrographic surveys with the vessel, this is the normal screen that we have up during the hydrographic surveys. So what we have here is our forward scan sonar that shows the depth of the water in front of us. These are our two side scan sonars. This is the sonar out to the port side. This is the sonar out to the starboard side. This is a downward view of what it looks like. And this is where we are currently anchored, and you can see the arrow going out in front of the vessel. That shows us how far out the forward scan sonar is looking. Currently we're looking 120 feet ahead, and the depth is down to 10 feet. We can adjust that to anywhere we want it to be. And this here is our course over ground. That would be the direction that the vessel is traveling. The upper right hand corner is the speed over ground. Currently today we have been operating for 11 hours, 10 minutes, and 52 seconds non-stop. The distance to our next destination, which would be Alligator River, is 33.5 miles. If we were moving, this would be the time to the waypoint and the estimated time at the waypoint when we would arrive. The current position of the vessel, the date and time being today at 8:25 p.m. on May the 8th. We have traveled 33.5 miles today. To date, Electric Blue Solar Yacht has traveled 1,092 miles. This is our rate of turn. This is the voltage that is applied to the sonar system. Today we averaged 3.5 miles an hour over the 11 hours. And our maximum speed was 5.1 miles per hour. So we can come back out of this and we can go directly into our radar chart. And when we go into our radar, we have a wide range of information that is available on this. So first thing we want to do is go into the transmit mode, which will turn our radar on. And so we'll start doing a scan here, and we can zoom out, and that will show you everything around the vessel. Now the mark here beside the vessel, so that is a boat that is anchored here off to our side, and so you can see on the radar now it will give us our now we also have an AIS system, which I need to turn the radio system on to get the AIS to operate. That is automatic identification system, and shows all of the vessels in the area, and they'll come up with triangles, so on and so forth. You'll start seeing the device populating as those units start to transmit their information, and our receiver picks it up. So there we have. So here's the first vessel. It is 30.2 miles away. We don't have a range ring going out far enough to see that. We can, however, zoom out, and if we do that, we will start seeing different vessels showing up on the map as they populate. But we're kind of in the middle of nowhere here, including no cellular service. So there's not a whole lot of boats around to be picking up, but normally they would show up in this area here. Again, all the regular information is here as far as what we were talking about earlier. So that's our first vessel that's close enough to show up. It's Max, okay? And so we can zoom in, actually zoom back out, and here is Max right over here. And you'll see Max will get mark on him there as the radar sweeps around over top of the vessel. You can see the red mark there right next to the vessel. That indicates that it is indeed that same vessel that's being hit by our radar sweep. That's his mast, not the vessel itself that we're seeing because of his range. When we are in our system here, we have our waypoints, the tides, the alarms, vessels in the area. This will list them off. That list will grow as the number of vessels in the area transmit their AIS information. They don't transmit it constantly. They just broadcast it periodically, and every minute or so, and so the list will populate. So the farthest vessel away that we have right now is 43 miles. So it picks up pretty much everything around the boat. That'll also be part of the autonomous operations of the vessel, and as well as alarms, zones, and so on and so forth, and guard zones. They will determine when the vessel stops. If something gets in its way, when it comes into the guard zone, that'll stop the vessel from moving automatically. Let's see here. So we can pretty much do everything with the vessel. You've got your echo. Actually, that's not the one I wanted. Here's your side scan in full screen, so we can see anything that is underneath of the vessel. And the time plot here, you can set that up. You can see your speed over ground. This is how we varied through the day. This is what we're currently doing now. So that's pretty much it for the Simrad. It will also go into the navigation for the autopilot, and we'll be able to bring weather information into this, so as that when we have influences from the wind, that'll be put into the system as well and be logged, so as that if we're going slower one day than another, we can say, well, are we dragging something, or is that the wind, or how much does the wind drag on the vessel, so we get better calculations for what we can expect in real world environments. So got any questions, comments, let us know below. We'll get back to you. Thanks.